Hello and welcome, everybody. It's 8 o'clock and I'm really early, but I wanted to do something special for you all today. So thank you for those who watched the replay. I'm going to do a reading for each of the signs. And I wanted to, of course, I freeze on Facebook already. I wanted to do a reading for each of the signs and starting with Aries. So for those who don't know me, I'm going to wait for a few people to come in. For those who don't know me, my name is Mary June Tracy. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a budding astrologer. I love astrology. I love the moon energies. Hi, Tanya. For those on the East Coast, this is actually probably a good time for you. Hi, Nancy. Haven't seen you for a while. Thank you for joining me. So I want to go through each of the signs. I'm going to use the tarot, and it's not an individual. This is a general reading for each of the signs. So I'm going to be doing a reading for each of the signs, starting with Aries. So it's your astrological sign. I'm going to bring in the energies of Aries and then go from there. So it's usually this scope, and this usually takes about an hour because I got to go through, because I'm going through each sign. So, and it's live. So the reason I'm on early is one thing, I have an appointment right at 10 o'clock that I kind of forgot. So usually I'm on at around 9:30 each morning, but today I'm on a little bit earlier. So hi, Tamara. I got your text and I will text you back. I saw your questions, don't worry, about the class. So thank you, everybody, for me. Ashley and Roseanne and James and Sabrina and Amanda and Kimberly. And thank you, everybody, for joining me this morning. So a few things. I'm doing my haunted tour this Saturday. So if anybody would like to join in the haunted tour, we're doing the Beltline, and it's my first one in the Beltline. I have not done a walk in the Beltline before, so this is going to be new for me, new for you. I know some of the history, but it's the energies that we're going for. So with my haunted tours, it's all about the energies. It's about picking up and seeing what you pick up, see what I pick up. And we're going to do a little walk, and I'm hoping to get, if we can walk over to the low heat house. So that's going to be exciting. And then go for pizza and wine. So if you're wanting to join me, please, register. I have loads. I think I have quite a few spaces left because I changed the date and everything for this Saturday. So if you're wanting to come, please sign up to come on. Do you broadcast the tours? No, I never thought of that, Nancy. Oh, I might do that. And then put some up on Periscope. That would be exciting. Good idea. Oh, I love this. That would be fun. Hey, Mindy. Hey, Michelle. I might do that then and broadcast it. Also, June 22nd, coming up fast. If you haven't registered, please let me know if you are coming to the retreat on June 22nd. So an Instagram live, or that would be that would be fun. So if you are wanting to come to the June 22nd day retreat, a day retreat is a really nice time to renew, whether it's with me or somebody else, hopefully with me. But a day retreat is allowing for you to renew, revive, and get inspired. So right now we just have the moon. We're going to go into the energies right now. The moon has entered Gemini. The sun has entered Gemini, and the moon is in Capricorn. So this is like a spicy type of energy where it's sort of, it wants to be structured, and here we are, but it has that little bit of Gemini fun with it. So it's bringing in that Gemini fun. It's bringing in this energies for creativity. And we're going to have where a Gazini, it's called a Gazini. So that means that Mercury goes boom. It's going to go over the sun like that very quickly, but it's going to spark us. So we're going to be feeling very sparky, very communicative today. And even with it sextiling over to Uranus, the energy sextiling over to Uranus, it's going to bring us some inspiration and some deep insight. So if you've been wondering about a problem, if there's a problem that you've been worried about, this is really fabulous energy too. You're going to get that inspired. This is actually really transitional energy. So you might have been feeling it along with the moon. See, the funny thing about this energies and what energies do is that many people feel it days before it actually happens. You feel the energies of the full moon before they happen. So a lot of these transitions, a lot of the energies you feel days before, and as they come into it, you're just like, whoa, now I know why I was feeling the way I was feeling. So that's what happens with this energies. So brace yourself for today. Yeah. Mostly feeling pissed off, Tamara. And yeah, it'll do that Gemini, because that Gemini is getting you riled up. It's getting you moving, right? And sparking you. So it is. And with that Mercury going over there, it's like communicate your truth. Communicate what is true to you. So it's coming up. So we're going to start, and I want to bring in some positive energy. I just saged and bringing in the sage and cleansing my area. And I'm going to move some of these papers here. I'm going to just put them over the side. I'm going to put them back there. That's where I want to put them. So I'm using the tarot cards. I'm going to be using the fortune reading cards. And I'm going to be using the astrology reading cards. Okay? And the angels wanted to come in. They always want to come in. So we're going to begin with the energies of Aries and what is in store for Aries this week. So all of those Aries in the house, you are the beginning of the astrological sign. Your fire. Your ruler is Mars. And whether it is your sun sign or your rising sign or your moon sign, and if you don't know any of that, let's get a natal reading done and book in for a natal reading. Okay, Aries. Woo. Lots of not much happening in your sign per se, but I think this is like really feeling for a lot of you who are Aries right now. It's like there's projects that are being started. So there's a lot of projects being started. Now, the one thing with you, with Aries, sometimes starting these projects can be a lot. Can be, like you start them and you have good intentions, but it's that follow through. So with this, it's that follow through. So making sure that you have a list and doing the list for you. So with Aries, it's really important for you to really look at how your projects are going and how you want to keep them in line. And with that, we have the Chariot. So there are going to be choices when you're going to have these lists. So that's the energies that are coming in, choices, which way of the road. And it's a major arcana card. So you got to really, and this one is really with Cancer. It has the stars in there. It has that energy of the heart. So what do you have on your table that really is leading you with the heart, that's really pulling at your heartstrings right now? Because once you decide, you're going to find what you love. Lover card. So two major arcanas coming in, and the arcanas are the life road. They are the life road. These are major cards. They're saying you got to make a choice, and you got to make it with heart. And if you don't make it with heart, you're going to find that. And sometimes making it with heart, if you look at it, you've got to be vulnerable. You've got to allow yourself to be vulnerable with this. And sometimes with Aries, because you're the god of war, your ruler Mars, I don't want to be vulnerable. But this is telling me that you need to be vulnerable, and you got to go with that heart and go with that heart energy. And as you do, that's where the abundance is. Whoa, beautiful Aries. So there's a lot of abundance that's coming in for you. And the energy of the planets, or with the astrology cards that are coming in, is we're going to find out in a moment. So with the Empress card, she's abundant. She's Venus. So there's Venus there. Venus is in her home sign right now. She's in Taurus. So she wants to bring forth the abundance. She wants to make sure everything is good and grounded. And then you have the energy of Gemini. So harness this energy of this going forward. Let's get things going, because Geminis are moving, constant action. They want to go. They don't want to sit still. They want to go. Their brain is always going. Okay. So have this energy of Gemini. They want to do things. It's a twin, right? They're mutable. That means they're doing one thing and then the other. So look at this and see what it is that you want to start taking place. and then bring in that grounding energy. Bring in the Taurus energy. So we have the Venus energy here with the Empress. That's the symbol of Venus right there. Whoa, Venus. Then we have this beautiful Taurus energy. She rules Taurus. So here we have this energy that's coming in for Aries that says, you know what? Let's break this off. Let's get things going. And let us ground in whatever project that you're working on at this time. So those who are Aries, look at what you need to ground. Look at what you need to put into the earth. And what is it going to do for you? And with that, there's the new beginnings. You got the key. The key's coming in. So there's a new beginning with this all. Good morning, Candace. So there's a new beginning with this all. With you making the choices, allowing yourself to do what you love and being vulnerable or doing it with somebody you really care about, you're going to find that there's abundance in it. And with that abundance, you're going to ground it into your world. And this is going to be the key for you to do whatever it is that you need to do. Write it down. Get down there. Write it down. See what it is. Start looking at where you want to start heading and the projects that you want to start doing and who you want to do them with. Very important, Aries. Very important. Who do we do next? We do Taurus. Funny. So Taurus, you are the earth. Right now you have Uranus in your sign. So things are getting disruptive and things are getting changed. With Tauruses, I feel like it's because you have Uranus in there for 7 years in your sign. So this is all about discovering self. You're in a 7-year discovery of self. You're in a 7 years of feeling what it is that I need to do for me. And this week with this moon in Cancer, which is one of your sister planets, sister signs, it's coming in, and with the moon there, it's coming in to bring in the grounding. It's coming in to bring in the focus. But we want to bring fun. Now here it is. The sun is there. And Tauruses, it's all about you bringing some fun. I think you've been a little bit too really serious. You know, is this last with the new moon and then Scorpio energy, and you had Mercury in there. Sun, Venus, Uranus. I mean, you had all of this energy happening in your sign. And it's like you love company, but you love when company leaves. And it's like, whoa, they're gone. So now it's like this focus is on what can I do to have fun with me? And I don't have to worry about other people's plans right now. So it's really looking at what you need to do to sprinkle some fun into your life. And I feel with that sextile over to Uranus today is really going to bring you in some inspiration with this. So bringing some inspiration this week. This week is really grounding work for you in order to spice things up a bit. And I feel like Tauruses need to spice things up. It's starting on that new journey. Everybody's just left except for Uranus and Venus, which is, I mean, Uranus, good luck in moving him right now. You have this energy coming in to bring some spiciness into your week. What is it that you want to start to have an adventure in? Where do you want to start having an adventure? And these adventures could be just little trips outside the city, could be having an adventure in your city and being a tourist. This could be that you are going to start something anew, because you're going off on a trip. And this trip with the Fool is saying this new energy is coming in for you. And you're not too sure what to do with it. Because Tauruses overthink sometimes, you know, okay, hang on. What's this mean to my relationships? What does it mean to my work? And this is bringing in the spontaneity. So we're trying to get the ball moving. And with it, you're going to discover something new. Yeah, you've planted some really beautiful gardens and things are growing there for you, but it's maybe starting something new within that garden, starting to bring in, to cultivate this newness, to cultivate what it is that maybe you've had in the bottom drawer that you need to pull out. So let's pull that bottom drawer out, and maybe there's some inspiration there that you need to start working with that you've been sort of shoved aside and you're not too sure of. and bringing that energy forth. And with that, this is reversed. 5 is reversed. That means that you're coming through the blocks. You're letting go of the blocks. So when you have the 5 of Pentacles, it's like you are finding and you're moving through the obstacles. The Fool is having you start, and you're going to be moving through the obstacles. You're moving through it so that you can bring in that spontaneity and that fun. And it's important for you, Tauruses. It's important for you to try a different pasture, as I always say. Get out there and smell different, plant different flowers. I see the Walt Disney bull in my head when I think of Tauruses, because you're fun loving. You're wanting getting out. You're wanting to cultivate and have fun. But I think for a while there, you've been feeling very trapped in whatever you've been wanting to do. And this is an opportunity with the energy switching into Gemini and bringing out the fun and allowing for you to step into the fun and enjoy the funness. And we have the 10th house. So the 10th house, when the 10th house is coming in, this is looking at your status in the world. This is looking at your achievements. So when the 10th house is coming in with all of this, maybe there's something there that you want to have fun with or move towards more. So when we have status, what is your status? Are you worried about your status because there's something new coming forward? You're going on a new road. So is that status hindering you from going forward? That's what I feel. I feel like there's something there that you want to achieve, but if you try something new, that's going to go to the back and you won't be able to do it. But this is a week of inspiration for you. This is a week of getting things done and moving forward for you, Taurus. Okay? And really feeling that energy for you. And with it, you have the angels. Have you called in your angels, or are you trying to do it all on your own? The angels are coming in to help to guide you. The angels are your guiding, protecting you upon this journey and guiding you along your spiritual journey. Wherever the spirit goes, the body follows. If you're not nurturing, and maybe part of that inspiration that's coming in and that guidance that's coming in is giving you a new spiritual journey, but you're afraid that whatever you have acquired or done or status, that if you come out and it might be too much, but you're breaking through those blocks. You're breaking through those blocks. So it doesn't matter what others are thinking or saying about you. Okay, Taurus? There you go. What? Crazy. There's a lot of movement in there for you, Taurus. Geminis. Here we come. Lovely Geminis. So Gemini, this is your season. This is your birthday season. This is the time to make your wishes. Write your wishes down, Gemini. So if you have wishes, if you have desires or whatever it is that you want to bring in, and Geminis are air. Oh, Tauruses were earth. Sorry, didn't say that. And your ruler is Venus. Gemini, your ruler is Mercury. So there's movement there. And you got Mercury in your sign right now. He's moving very, very quickly. Oh, you're very welcome. Your Geminis are working. There's this energy coming very quick for you. Movement very quick. And this energy is also having the Geminis go within. This is an internal journey. This journey that's coming in, even though there's a lot of movement and things coming in, this is an internal, methodical happening for you guys right now, where it's like, whoa, okay, what do I need? What is it? I want to have fun, and I feel that funness is coming in, but there's that moon over there right now, and then the moon will go from Capricorn and it'll go into Aquarius. And with this energy that's going, and it's going to pass over that Saturn-Pluto South Node tomorrow, I think you're going to be finding, Geminis, that this is really a week of internal work. This is a week of really saying, okay, you know what? I can still have fun. I can still have fun and prosper, yet still allow myself not to be self-defeating. That's it. Not to be self-defeating. And I feel like this is really where you need to call in the angels a lot and call in that energy so that you can bring it forth, because you're refining what it is that you do. Geminis are starting to refine what it is that they do, starting to get a new perspective of what they want within their world. And this refinement that's coming in is really giving you a new perspective of, yeah, you know what? I've worked on all of this and I'm really good at this. But what more can I start bringing forth? So this energy is starting to come in. This is what's happening now. You're refining. You're looking at things that you really want to start doing. And with that, and of course I freeze on Facebook. Oh, there we go. I'm not freezing anymore. With that comes the king. The king of heirs. I mean, he's your king. You guys are heir. Because when the king comes in, there's a change. He does rule the earth. Kings rule the earth. They want to bring in that earth energy. They want to bring in that for you, but they're forthright and they're trusting their knowledge. They're trusting the knowledge that they want to bring forth and bring in to their world. So there's movement that's happening around a lot of you Geminis this week of bringing in something new, something coming from within inside of you. And Geminis aren't very good sometimes of going inside. They want to go out here and they want to go here, right? So this is really coming internally and saying, okay, oh, how am I feeling today? What is going on with me today? Because we got two kings. Two kings together. One is coming in with passion and one's coming in with clarity, right? And coming in with that clarity. What is that clarity that you want to bring in? What is the passion that is your clarity that you want to refine? And it's an internal look. And sometimes you guys don't want to do the internal look. You want to go out and have fun and just not be contained, right? Because you're air. Air doesn't like to be contained. We don't want to put you in a bottle, right? So we don't want you to go crazy and become the tornado, but we want you to start taking that methodical look of your future destinies of where you want to go. Okay. All right. So the card for you, the third house. So this is perfect because it's your house. The third house in astrology is your house. So this is your house. The third house is all about communication. It's all about your learning. This is about you going out. This is about spreading out. And that's what you love to do. You love to go out. You love to communicate. You like to go and you like to do. You love new things. You know, very odd that a Gemini is going to keep something for very long. They always like the next, like if you play sports, ooh, what's the new shoes? What's the new hockey stick? If it's electronics, because they want to learn, they're very much in learning, but they learn like this. Geminis learn like this. Geminis can't sit down. They hate sitting down for long periods of time. So this energy that's coming in for you, it's like, what do you want to learn? What do you want to start bringing in to cultivate your passion? Bringing that in. Enter into your third house. You are the third house. You're ruler. You rule the third house in astrology. Okay? So this is bringing in that energy that, okay, I need to start looking at something more for me. Oh, this one wants to come out for you. And it's the owl. Ooh, wisdom. So the owl's coming in for you to help to give you that guidance. Spiritual messages. Great wisdom is to be found during periods of transition. So here we go, Geminis. You got spiritual, you got information coming in, and it's spiritual transition. You're sitting in your third house to get the communication in order for you to cultivate something new for your passion, but it's an internal journey. It's an internal journey of this, and it's getting the clarity on your passion, and it is so important for you to get the clarity on your passion going forward. Otherwise, Geminis, you're a tornado that needs to be harnessed, and it's not. This is what we want to do. We want to bring forth that grounding for you. Okay, let's ground the air. So maybe it's one Gemini told me what she was saying is like for her grounding, it's if I pull the energy down, it just really causes tension. But what she needs to do is like bring it in and have it circulate around her. Bringing that energy up and around and down into the ground and up from the ground and coming up from the ground through your feet. Bring the energy through your feet, up through your crown, and back down. And for her, being a Gemini, found it so much easier to ground. So maybe for you, it's not pulling the energy down through you, but it's pulling it up through you and around. Okay, to ground, to be able to focus a lot better. All right. Doesn't seem to help, James. Well, James, you have fun with your Gemini. Just saying. So here we go. Into Cancer. Watery Cancer. This is summertime. This is bringing in, and this is allowing, because the Geminis came in and dried everything out. Here we're coming in, and the renewal of this Cancer energy is coming forward. And so for you, my lovely Cancers, you're all about house and home and family. Information coming to you quickly, Geminis. So with this, the Page of Swords, so there's information, things coming. And the thing is for Cancers, it's like, don't give them too much. But the information's coming to you, right? Don't overwhelm a Cancer. They gotta, because they're feeling it all. So if this energy is coming in, you got a lot of energy that's coming forward for you this week that is going to get you to process things on a quicker scale. So you're not so much sitting there in it. You got to move through it. It's like the waves. You got to allow for those waves to come in, crash. Allow those waves to come in and disperse. All right. So Cancer, you got this energy that's coming in that wants to disperse, that wants to get moving this week. All right. So get this energy so you can disperse it. It's coming in quite quickly for you. And as you disperse it, there's resistance. Got a lot of air coming in, Cancer, this week, which makes sense. Makes total sense because we're in Gemini energy. So yeah, it's totally different than what you are. Cancers, yeah, you come around with that hard shell, but you got that ooey gooey center. You're about family, you're about home. You want to keep things. Your house, this is your home. No matter what's going, this is your home. You want to feel it. And you want to feel peace and comfort. You don't want things coming in and changing it all up. It drives you crazy and it causes anxiety. So this week I'm going to say, and I'm going to predict for a lot of Cancers, you're going to have a little bit of anxiety going on. Because things want to change. Things want to move forward for you. And you may not want to do this. You want to be that gentle rolling wave that comes in and gently crashes upon the beach and gently just has that beautiful sea foam. But this energy is really wanting to shift you and want to move you, want to put you into a new direction. And with that brings you new shores. It's all air this week for you guys. And I'm a Cancer moon, a Cancer rising. So there's a lot of changes that are coming in for Cancers this week. So Cancer, this is a week of movement. This is a week of you not resisting the movement, allowing for yourself to go with the flow. Okay. And with this, we're heading, we're in the Gemini energy, and then halfway through this month, we go into June, and then we come into your energy. So right now with this Gemini energy, it's really getting some movement going with you. So look at it this week and take hold of this movement. Stand out there. I feel like it's almost where I want to get, all the Cancers gather together and stand on a hill and allow the wind to blow. Allow it to blow. Allow it to let loose and release what it is. If there's something at home that's moving and you're moving to somewhere new, it's just this knight that is like he's wanting to go forward, but he's reversed. And there's a little bit of resilience, or not resilience, resistance of that movement of you moving forward. And with that, oh, I got 2 cards for you, Cancer. Oh, Jupiter and Saturn. So we got the father son coming in, and this is really bringing in, this is about your courage. This is about you having your belief system. And both of these guys are in retrograde. So this is fabulous for to review, to re-pick up, to look at what is it that you have a passion for. Because the information's coming in and the page is new. This is newness that's coming in. You might be resistant of it, but with it, it's going to move you to somewhere new. Onto a new shore, a new idea, new project, new friends, new networking. That means you got to get out. Cancers don't like to get out too much. Only when they're absolutely have to. And this is bringing in confidence. And a part of you that accepts challenge gains wisdom. Accept the challenge that's coming in. And he's not upright, he's reversed. Accept the challenge that's coming in this week, Cancer. And with it, it's scary because you don't want to hurt anybody. You're afraid of hurting people. You're afraid of, that conflict, because you are a cardinal sign. So you want to lead by example. You feel things. So you're feeling and you're picking up their feelings, their anxiety, and not taking yours into consideration. And this is about taking yours into consideration. And you got 2 of the big planets that are there. Call in that Jupiter energy, right? Which is red. Saturn energy, which has the black and the brown. Okay, if you're not sure about Saturn, look at my scope from yesterday, because I talk about working with the Saturn in retrograde. Okay, and the guidance through this all. These fortune cards are really coming in this week. Is a rebirthing. When you move with this energy, you're going to have a rebirthing. It's a universal energy that's going to bring you opportunities and possibilities. It's going to bring you in something new. And it's going to bring in some changes. So this week, Cancer, with the information that's coming, the new information that's coming in, bring in your obsidian. Bring in some obsidian. Bring in some black kyanite and jet, or light a black candle, and and meditate with the candle. Meditate with this energy. If you don't have a spell candle, get yourself some little spell candles, so that they take an hour to burn, so they're not big long ones, so that you can really process what it is that you are wanting to move towards. Remember, you're both on land and sea, but you got the heart. Go with your heart, go with what's going on here, and you'll have the confidence to allow yourself to soar. This one even has an eagle in it, so trust that wisdom that's coming in for you. There you go, Cancers. Whoo! After Cancer, we got trouble coming in the house. We got Leo. Leos. So, my lovely Leos. I feel like, because from you guys with Leos this week, it's that energy of fire. So I get like right now we're in this real air. So there's a lot of fuel to your fire that's coming in this week, Leos. And there's a lot of fuel that's coming in to motivate you, to get you really moving towards your goals. So there's this air that's coming in that's really moving you with this Gemini. And you're going to find that this is going to bring in a lot of creativity. So I feel there's a lot of creativity that's coming on the table this week for you. And it's going to give you, and a lot of the information, okay, I got these cards that keep falling out. So there's a lot of this energy of movement that's coming in, that's bringing you the creativity. And with that creativity, you're going to find that you are wanting to rebirth or birth something new. So there's this newness that's coming in for you. And the king is bringing you in that clarity. So right now, the clarity is coming in. You're going to find the inspiration coming in, especially with the sextile with Uranus. Uranus is going to come in and give you that what you need. Okay? So you got to trust the thoughts that are coming in. Okay? Because there's a lot of air that's fueling that fire for you. And with it, there's going to be a little bit of juggling. So with that, you're trying to figure out what it is that I need, where it is that I need to go. And I feel like it's almost where I want you to put that other foot down and allow for that breath. Because the Two of Pentacles with the King might, I think there might be a lot that's going to come in for you for inspiration that might blow you over a bit. So you still need to put your feet really down. So making sure that you're really grounded this week is a big piece. And with that, you're going to be able to stand up for what you want. You're going to be able to stand up above the crowd. Yes, there is that defending who I am, defending what I am. Because of the changes that are coming in, you're going to get some oppositions this week of what is it that I truly want to do and be. So this opposition that you're going to find this week, Leo, is that you got to make sure that you're grounded in what it is that you truly, with this newness of energy that's coming in for you. And it is a processing. I feel like there's processing happening with you. So Leos, this week, making sure that you're grounded, information's coming in, but you're going to have to stand your ground in moving forward. So there's clarity's coming in, but it's like, because there's a lot of air, because there's this air coming in, and with fire, when the air comes in with fire, you see fire start doing all over the thing, right? They're all over the place. Fire starts to, you see it like sometimes go whoosh, you know? And if there's only a few sparks there, fire, or the air starts to fuel the fire. So I feel like there's a fueling of your fire that's coming in. But you got to, with it, you got to really ground yourself with this. You can't over process it. And with that, you have the Cancer energy coming in. How funny. So the Cancer energy is bringing in, allowing for you to take that mothering side. So it's the North nodes that are coming in. The North nodes in Cancer right now are wanting us to aspire to ascend to that beauty, to ascend to that truth of who we are emotionally, to honor ourselves emotionally. And I think with all of this energy that's coming in, is like, have you been honoring yourselves in the gifts that you have? Because this is about caring. This is about loving. This is about having that emotional sensitivity. And sometimes with Leos, even though, you know, Leos come out very prideful, you know, it's a lion, very prideful. This is my territory. Here I am. But they have, and I'm feeling like this Leo energy coming in, where I want to, you know, take that stand and look at it. And if you're not sure where you're going, if you're not sure of this inspiration that's coming in, or maybe it's coming in too fast and that you're feeling reluctant or it's too much, it's to put the other foot down. And if you've been juggling a lot, let the balls fall and just let them go and say it's okay. Because a lot of times it's like, oh, I'm proud. I need to keep control. But it's not all the time that you have to be in control. So this energy that's coming in of bringing the clarity is one of it. It's like, drop what you've been juggling. Drop what you think you know. Drop what you think you know. And it could be, you know what? Just going for a walk. And with that, okay, I can't make this shit up. In that comes the lion, Leos. In that comes the lion. So harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. So you drop the balls and you just say, I'm going to do what I need to do. Whether, doesn't matter what that is. Doesn't matter. This is like saying, I am going to go for that walkabout. I need to do that walkabout. And I'm going to do it pridefully. I'm going to drop the cards. I'm going to drop the balls. I'm going to drop it all. But I'm doing it with the way I want to do it. Not the way anybody else. So I'm going to let the balls drop. I'm not going to juggle this shit anymore. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Because I'm going to honor my emotions and how I'm feeling, because lions can be very emotional, right? But here it comes in. The lion's coming in. The lion is guiding you. Call in that Leo strength. Because here it is. Leo's coming in. Can't make that shit up, people. There you go, Leos. Whew. Oh, my beloved sign, Virgo. I love all the signs. Virgos are the ones that organize me. You're welcome. Virgos in the house. Is there any Virgos in the house? My cards need to be saged. My candles and by me. Any Virgos in the house? Cards are getting sticky. If your cards ever get sticky, I love Virgos. I like all the signs, but I just need to have, it's that earth energy with my water. It helps to ground. Virgo rising, right on. There we go. So if any of you guys ever find your cards are sticking, or when you're doing something and you have a candle, right? You can pass your cards over the candle. So this is for Virgo this week. This person going, you had it organized, you have it straight, you have everything nice, and somebody comes in and da 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 da, boom, and you're just like, oh, what am I going to do? Oh my God, it's all over the floor, and oh my goodness, this is like, this is the worst thing in the world that can happen to a Virgo. It's like dumping out your bins. If you have bins, it's dumping out all those bins, and that you just organized. So this is coming in. This energy that's coming in is very much getting you to relook at things. Maybe it's not worth straightening up that aisle. Maybe there's an aisle that you keep on wanting to straighten up, and it's time to let it go. Gemini's coming in with that wind and saying, why you keep straightening this up? Why do you want to fix this? Is it really worth it for you? Because in it comes the Ace of Pentacles for you. The Ace of Pentacles is new beginnings, new starts. It's you going through that threshold. It's you starting something that is bright for you, and how that feels for you. And even though, and then don't be picking up the shit that's on the ground. Let it go. So I feel like you want to go back and reorganize something, and it's like, no, step over it and continue on. That's not, it's like, it's not your, I got like, they just said it's not your monkeys this week, because there are other choices that are coming in for you, and they are emotional. So with these opportunities are choices that are coming forth. So this is a week that this air is coming in and pushing you forward. And especially with that Uranus energy coming from one of your sister signs, Taurus. So this is energy that's coming in. Mars is in Cancer. So Mars is bringing this energy through and wanting to get things moving, right? It's getting things more methodical, more thinking, more emotional for you, and really allowing for you to feel those emotions and not to over process them. And sometimes Virgos can over process. And with it, you're going to be recognized for your talents and gifts that you have. With this, with the new opportunities, you're going to be recognized. There is something new that's coming in. So there's either a new job or a new contract that's coming in for you, Virgo. But you have to walk out of that aisle in order for you to see what's down the next aisle. If you're continually straightening up the same shit all the time, drop it. And it keeps getting dumped. It's time for you to find something new. This is a week to do it. This is heading you into a new process this week, and bringing that process forward for you to look at other jobs, other contracts, other people. This could be doing with people because, Earth deals with relationships. So there could be relationships that you keep on trying to fix and you keep on trying to look at, and and you keep getting bit from them. So it's this is a week of letting things go. And it's like almost where you feel like you're failing, but you're not. You're not. And you're going to find that you're going to be walking away from a lot of old stuff that no longer is in your alignment. And we have Neptune. Oh, the dreamer. The dream, the drug lord. Something that you're yearning for, the potential for illusion. So there's a lot of illusions that are around you. And this is you getting grounded into your earthiness. See those illusions that are around you, but allow for you to go towards what you're yearning for. Because what Neptune does, it'll show you many different pictures, right? The energies will come in and show you many different pictures, right? And you'll be like, oh, but this looks good and this looks good. But you're looking with your eyes. You're not looking with your third eye. Your third eye is connected to your solar plexus. It's connection with your inner being, connection with that of spirit, to allow to see and feel what is it that you've been yearning for? What is it that you want to go for? Because Neptune can take you on a trip. It can take you on a crazy trip, right? And he's a drug lord. He will take you on somewhere. If you want to get an illusionary and you want to escape, he will do that for you. But this energy coming forward for you this week is saying, no, we want you to allow you to harness the energy of Neptune. And he's in Pisces right now at the last degrees, or he's about 17, 18 degrees in Pisces right now. So we've never experienced this energy of Pisces before with Neptune there. So this is really the foundation. This is a critical time with this energy coming in. And with Neptune coming in for you, lovely Virgos, is saying, where do you want to put your pieces? What do you want to start doing for you? And what is that yearning you want to do? Right? That's where your son's away with yeah. If he's a Piscean, yeah, definitely. And Neptune will get you into that fantasy land. He will get you to, if you want to be there, then fine. Neptune doesn't see any harm because that's your choices. If that's the way you want to connect. But Neptune and Pisces is also that of the divine. It is reaching for that divineness. And a lot of times when you're wanting to reach for that divineness, a lot of people forget that you have to be grounded and making your choices, going with what you want, and having that structure and having that connection. Because if you're just out there wanting to go wherever willy-nilly, you can't ground, right? Right, you have to clear his room, definitely. And when he becomes a teenager, you're going to be clearing a lot. So Leo's sun Virgo, with Leo's sun Virgo rising. So you, with somebody who has this rising sign, for instance, Dora, you have a rising sign. That's what you're ascending to. Okay, your ascension sign is what you are climbing up to. Your sun sign is what is outside. This is what I show the world. My internal side is my moon. What's happening to me internally and how I'm processing it. And not everybody sees your moon sign because that's your internal. That's when the sun goes down, the moon comes up, right? So when you're ascending, this is what you're ascending. You're ascending to bring in this process. You're ascending to let go of the dreaminess. You're ascending to get to that organization of a Virgo and being able to allow yourself to change with it because Virgos are mutable. And standing in your virtue. So this is a week of really looking at what you have been yearning for and making the choices. And some of the choices you're going to be making are emotional ones. And accepting that emotional ones. And here comes the star. You know, the star comes in. And the star, hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, positivity. So the star is coming in to give you and say, you know what? When you release this, let it go. Whatever you're trying to hold on to in that alley, in that aisle, whatever you're trying to fix, if when you let it go, something better is there for you. When you walk out of it and you walk over those cans, and you walk over what's ever fallen on the floor and say, you know what, that's not mine. I can't, I'm done. You turn the corner, you're going to find something better. And it'll be there for you, Virgo. So this is a week of releasing, letting go, and you're going to find something amazing. But you've got to follow your passion with this. It means you got to listen. Follow your gut. That's what you got to do. Libras. Oh, Libras. Everybody loves a Libra. Till you fuck them over and then they stab you. Then you don't love Libras anymore. Libras are the balancing. They really want to make sure everything is together. They really want to make sure that they make the right choices in their life. And sometimes they overprocess those. And this is a week because of Gemini being in there and Gemini being mutable. And if you get a Libra and a Gemini in the same room, they can kind of feed off each other with this energy. Like there's this energy that's coming in with Libra that you're feeding off of this Gemini energy to get you going. You're feeding off of this energy quite a bit. And this feeding off of this energy is really getting you, it's causing where it's like, ooh, yeah. And I feel like anticipation, really want to get going, want to get doing. And Libras are like, okay, but am I making the right choice? Am I making the right choice? But this week is all about a week of momentum for Libras. This is all about the weekend of momentum. This is about moving in a direction that you need to move into. And I'm sorry, I do shuffle, but the king keeps coming up for everybody. So he's really ruling a lot this week. And the king is really coming in. So this king is coming in. He's the air sign. He's really getting things moving and getting things going into a new direction. And Libras, this is looking at the new direction you want to go into and following it. And with Gemini, that means you're out there and you're wanting to search for it. This is a week, but you have this inspiration. Now, Mercury's in your sign for a short bit. He's just like, whoop, he's zipping through there, right? And he's not going to slow down till probably the end of June. So he's zipping along. And then he's going to go retrograde in Cancer at the end of June into July. So he's going to be zipping along here. And as he hits into Cancer and stuff, he's going to start slowing down. So this is a week of allowing yourself to grab hold of that energy to move where you want to go. Your ruler is Venus, the higher end of Venus. You hold that sword upright in your sign. because you go by the knowledge and you go by your truth, but you got to trust your truth. Because don't try and argue with the Libra people, please, because it's not, you're going to lose. Because Libras will end up just stabbing you and just tell, you know, with love. But this is this energy this week that's coming in. It's like, okay, this is a lot of air coming in, drying things up, getting you moving, getting a solid foundation on you moving forward to where you want to go. And starting to say, okay, if this is what I want to start doing, how am I going to do it? What is that information that's coming in? And with that information that's coming in, there's a fear that you're going to lose it all. So Libras, there's some fear coming in here, but I feel like it's more of an emotional fear. This sometimes with you know, with the Five of Pentacles, yeah, it has to do with money. And there's a fear. I know there's a huge fear with Libras right now with money. If they don't have enough, do they have enough? How am I going to get enough? Am I going to pay this? Am I going to pay that? So there's a fear around money. But there's an emotional fear too with the information that's coming in, because of fear that I don't want to hurt anybody. And this is a week of walking your truth. Walking your truth. And having you walk that truth so that you can move forward onto something new. But if you don't face your truth and you don't face your emotional truth this week, you're going to find it difficult for you to move in a new direction. And with that, that means that maybe there's something there that you want to start taking. Maybe there's a class or a course that you want to start doing. Clarity's coming in. But there's a fear then, oh, I can't take the course because I don't have any money. And I have too much debt on my plate right now, and I can't do this. So then you're not going to move forward. There's always a way, whether it's taking one course, whether it's putting your pennies aside now and saving for it. And maybe it's not this year, it's next year. But it's allowing yourself to take that transition time this week to really, I don't even know what I'm doing right now, to really look at what it is that you want to start doing. It's so important. And if you're not, you're going to find you're going to sit in a lot of your own anxiety. And you're coming in with the 11th house. The 11th house is where the cosmos grants wishes, lucks, friends, social. When you do it, the cosmos, the universe is backing you, is saying, come on, we're here. You just have to make the decision. We're not saying it's going to be easy. See, Libras are like trying to find out, okay, this is fine, which, you know, if I add one more thing onto the scale, is it going to throw it out of balance? But it's, you know, it's the clarity's coming in. And with this Gemini energy saying, just go for it, man. Just do it. Just do it. You can do it. Geminis can be very pushy. And this Gemini energy that's coming in, this wind that's coming in for you is saying, this is what you need to really start looking at. And with that, you can celebrate. There's a celebration with it. When you start doing this celebration, the celebration comes in for you, Libra. And you're ready to bring in the new and exciting things in your life. You're wanting them, but you can't do them the same old way. And Geminis are just going to say, no, you can't. Geminis, this Gemini energy is coming in to have you look at your truth and walk your truth. So important. So here comes the Gemini now that has to print things off. Hello, hello. Geminis are pushy? Yes, Geminis are very pushy. They are. So from the Libras, we go to Scorpio. Yes. So any Scorpios in the house? These are zodiac readings. You're a Scorpio. Sherry, I love my little Geminis are all popping up in here. It's so funny. Yes, yes, yes. So this energy is for you. And the one thing about Scorpios, they don't like to be pushed. And they don't like to, and this energy is coming in for a push. This energy is coming in to get things pushing for you and get things motivated. But Scorpios are very, oh, this is like this deep water that's coming in. And they are very much, I feel this energy that's coming in, they're going to get the inspiration. And, oh, just 1 second. Edward, I got to go somewhere at 10. No, I got to leave before 10. My meeting's at 10. No, sorry, this is what happens. I'm live and I can't. So here we come in with, it's about resting. It's about taking time to rest. It's about taking time to allow yourself to feel this energy. It's about allowing yourself to take time to all of this energy that's coming in on you, to realize what's going on. Because there is this balance. Excuse me, I have to do a timeout, Scorpios. 1 second. Because Geminis are pushy. So here we go. It's about vulnerability and being vulnerable with what it is that you're doing. It's about taking that rest and allowing for you to see things as they are. And as you see things as they are, my lovely Scorpios, there's a lot of pain with this. So I feel this is a week of pain, a week of acknowledging the pain. But the thing is that when the swords go through it, it comes through with acknowledgement of what has been happening in your world, what has been going on in your life. And this is allowing for openness, because it's in that rest. And yes, there is pain that's going to be coming in, and I feel for Scorpios this week, because of what you love, and you have allowed yourself to be vulnerable within situations. And in being vulnerable with this situation, there is that, that movement, because things are going to be moving for you very, very quickly. And things are going to be moving in a very fast motion. And with that fast motion, you have Aries. Fast motion, here's Aries. So things, the pain, yes, I know. I'm going to give you the question with this, because I know when the Three of Swords comes in, a lot of times people panic with that. It says, am I ready to move forward and work through the shadows that have been inflicted in my life? So this is allowing for you to take the rest, to look at the shadow sides, to allow for you to be vulnerable in that, in order for you to have that energy. And Aries comes in because it's going to burn it off. This is this week of acknowledging. This is this week of feeling and seeing and knowing and taking that knowledge and going forward. And with that, be careful who you trust at this time. So be trusting, be aware, trusting your intuition this week, Scorpio, on what it is that you want to do. So you are very much, you're very impulsive and spontaneous, but I feel this week for Scorpios, and this is even for me, is that you got to trust your intuition through this all. This week is bringing you great inspiration and great acknowledgement, but you got to really trust what you want with it all. Okay? And somebody says that they're feeling trapped. Well, you got to trust. If you're feeling trapped, you got to trust which way you got to do. Sometimes that trappedness is getting you to take the rest. Take a rest, look at what it is that you need to look at. And as you look at what you need to, you're going to find the skills. You got the skills to do it. So Scorpios, you have the skills to do it in order for you to trust what it is that you need to trust, to be aware of. And with that, pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your intuition. It's so important. If your intuition is saying, this is not what I want to do anymore, and the reason why you're stuck or you feel like you're stuck is because you don't want to hurt anybody. You want to keep that trust. You trust it. You honor that. But there's this energy that's coming forward for you to saying that you got to trust yourself first. And this is showing that you have that trust. It's showing that you have that acknowledgement of what it is that you want to do. And with that, this week, with this Gemini energy, it's pushing you through it. And you're going to get wisdom. Wisdom comes in with this sextile. Wisdom's coming in. So this energy is coming in to allow for this openness to happen for you in order for you to have greater things happen. But it's this week of, because of after that full moon and that full moon in Scorpio, it's really bringing up 7 years. And this week with this movement with Gemini, it's pushing you through and saying you don't need to have any of this other stuff anymore. And it's awakening you. And with this awakening, it brings in an energy that's going to be impulsive, and it's going to take you to action. It's going to get you to move through it and say, this is what I need to do. And, when we're feeling that, we're just like, oh, I don't want to offend anybody. I got to save face. But it's like, what do you need to release in order for you to step into your greatness? Right? And, oh, you're so welcome. And in stepping into your greatness, a lot of times people don't want to see you there. And this week is bringing in that huge transformation of it all. Huge transformation with this. And life comes in with its ups and downs, but this Gemini energy is really giving you that push to do it. That wind is coming in, and it's sometimes going to, get you all over, and you're a station, you're permanent. Like you don't like to move all over the place. You have an idea. This is what we're going to do. You go into it, but you're also one to put up the boundaries. So where is it that you need to fix your gate this week? And take that rest and take those steps in where you need to go. There you go. Woo! Okay. And this card, as I was shuffling, I'm going to pull it out for the Scorpios, because this is all about your balance. It's your mixologist. It's your mixologist. What are you putting in your gin fizz? What are you putting in your martinis that you don't like, or what you like? What is that balance? Okay. So it's all about the Temperance is bringing that balance in, because when you know it, there's sunshine there, there's beauty there, everything. He doesn't want to see me in my light. There you go. So, and Scorpios, we're not a sign to fuck with. If you want to fuck with us, we have a tail. We are the deadly sign. But we're also a sign that's going to be loving and truthful and want to give you it all. So, thanks, Tamara. Yes, if you're wanting a monthly tarot horoscope, I do them for 30. I give you a whole month of if you want June. I am also a Scorpio. Yes, I am. So, I mean, if I was stacking the cards, I'd stack the cards all with sunshine and love. But it's the truth. Sometimes Scorpios, the thing is that for us, in order for us to be the way that we go through a lot of the darkness, we go into those depths, and that's what scares people. But the thing is that we come out of it even better. We're able to take whatever it is and mix it up and come out even better. And that's what we do. There we go. Whoa, Scorpio intense. Intensity. As we're going to the fun party sign of Sagittarius. Oh, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, mutable, moving. Here we go, Sag. You are fire. You are constant moving. Ringing in this energy of Sagittarius for this week. And we start off with intuition. Trusting your intuition. There's a lot of movement. You're also, your ruler is Jupiter. So you want to expand, you want to give, you want to, allow for movement for people. This energy that's coming in for you this weekend and is taking time to review, taking that time to go within to the deepness of who you are. Go within that that side of you, my little Sagittarius. And with that, you're going to find the rewards. There are rewards coming in for you, but there's still work. This week is a week of work, a week of allowing for you to see the possibilities of where it is that you would like to go. That's what this week is all about. This week is bringing in some celebrations. There's some brief celebrating that you can do, but there's still work that you need to have done, and you got to trust your intuition within this work and trust those that are around you. And the Queen comes in reversed. So she's really, when the Queen is reversed, there is things that you want to work on, but I feel like when it's like almost like, and the word empty promises are coming in for you, Sagittarius. So trusting your intuition on any empty promises that might be coming forward for you, that people are saying they're going to do things and they're not following through for you. So there's things about empty promises that are coming forward for you and what those empty promises are. And looking at trusting yourself with what people are saying. If it doesn't sit with you right and gives you indigestion, then you need to look at what is working right and celebrate that, and not just dwell on the things that aren't. Okay? And with that, we have the 9th house. Broadening your horizon spiritually, academically. So with this, the 9th house is bringing in a journey. It's bringing in an in-depth journey, a journey of allowing yourself to go into that spirit of who you are, because you are the horse and the foundation, and then you are the man, and then you're the arrow. You're the one who shoots the arrow towards God to receive the information and the spiritual substance in order to bring it down into the manly form, into human form, and ground it out into the earth. And it is for you to broaden that for you at this time and trust your intuition. Because with that, you're going to find that maybe there's things that you are doing right now do fulfill an empty promise. And you're going to find them out this week, that there are things or people that aren't in your alignment. And it's time to move on. And it's time for you to move on with that energy so that you're not feeling stuck. Because it's not, Sagittarius like to move. They want to see things. They want to make sure and care for their family. They are ones that want to have that financial substance too, because they like to travel. They like to do things, and they enjoy the company of others quite a bit. So it's bringing that enjoyment forward for you. And with it, we got a double moon. So we have 2 moons here. So watching your moon cycles is important. So we had the full moon in Scorpio, we're going to have a new moon in Gemini and a full moon in Sagittarius this month. So in June, So watching your moon cycles, what is that moon coming in to say? Right now we're going on this internal journey because it's waning. So this internal journey for you, Sagittarius, is trusting that energy that's coming in. Pay attention to the timing and move ahead. Are you keeping a moon journal? Are you, doing work with the moon? Like what is it that you released with the full moon? And what is it that you want to bring in with this Gemini new moon? And looking at the cycles from, like a new moon in Gemini to a full moon in Gemini to a new moon to a full moon in Sagittarius, to the next new moon in Sagittarius, to the next full moon in Sagittarius, watching the cycles. And it's very important for you, Sagittarius, this week is that you need to get into the cycles. You need to get into the cycles of your life and looking at how things have an ebb and a flow. And with that, then you're going to find the inspirations, and you're going to be able to see that maybe even you have given yourself some false promises in this week. And in order, when you do that, then you're going to find that you're able to celebrate it all. So this is a week of really, I think, heightening your inspiration. And there's a lot of heightened of information that's coming in for you this week, Sagittarius. Whew. All right, now let's go to the Capricorn energies. Are there reasons or times we should not ground ourselves? No. Always ground. Always ground. Always ground. Even in meditation, we should be grounded. I mean, the grounding is going to hold us here. But I mean, yeah, you might feel like it out here, but you want to bring it back in. So that's even after we do meditations, where, you know, sometimes we're tapping, we're bringing you back down. It's very important to do that. It helps to anchor. It helps to give you that anchor. Capricorn, you have the moon in your sign right now, and it's going through, and it is really bringing in insight. And as it goes over the Saturn, Pluto, and Saturn being retrograde right now, I think it's really looking at the types of foundations that you have that you have set up. So Capricorns, this is bringing in the fun and resetting them up. So Gemini is coming in to help you with the fun and resetting things up. And I know sometimes Capricorn's like, fun? What's fun? I'm a goat. I want to go my way. But this is allowing for you to try new sets and new ways of doing things, because not all the time your way is the right way, even though that you feel it is. This is bringing in some inspiration and allowing for you to have that feather in your cap, looking at the inspiration, looking at the passion with your knowledge. So even though this is new energy coming in, there's still a lot of knowledge that you have, using the knowledge you have this way, and set up some new patterns that you do things. Set up new ways of where you want to look at, and I got the same reevaluate, but I feel like it's looking at things in a new way for you. And this is really bringing in, but you can be very nostalgic in what you do. You know, this is looking at the way things were done, and looking at them, and maybe that love of the way that you used to do things isn't always the right way, isn't always the way that needs to happen, because we got double fire for you. And that's fire coming into earth. The fire, and then with the air coming in, it's really pushing a lot of passion with you. But you're getting a little watery because you're getting stubborn, because you don't want to change everything, because that's the way you've always done it. And this energy, and with Saturn being retrograde and Pluto retrograde, is saying, no, let's take things into a new way. Because you might have done this all the time in your past, and that's that South Node, but it's time for us to release it. It's time to release old patterns. And this is starting with this energy with Capricorn, with Gemini. It's starting for you to look at over the next 28 days of what it is that you want to start differently, and taking one thing at a time. Maybe it's your health and wellness. Maybe it is your family, friends, and love. Maybe it's the love that you've been receiving that you want to receive more. How are you putting yourself out there in order to receive? Maybe you've been hiding yourself away a lot and saying, this is the way I always do things. So this is really bringing in some new insight. And of course, Uranus comes in. So you got some big heavy hitters that are coming in and bringing this energy in, and because Uranus is enlightening, it's electric. It's saying, wake up. This is what you need to start doing. This is a week of wake up calls for you, Capricorn, and allowing for you to wake up and being enlightened with this. So it's sudden changes, and sudden changes for any Capricorn. That's like the Tower. The Tower coming in, and a Tower for a Capricorn is like telling you to take a new route to work. You don't like it. You want to keep doing it the same way you've always done it. But in order for you to have a renewable source, whether that's money and relationships and everything else, you have to change things up. And this is bringing in a new structure for you. Okay. And with that, oh, it's transition. You got the Death card. So there's death and rebirth. See those beautiful butterflies? I know, Capricorn. This is death and rebirth. This is allowing for you to start your transformation of what it is that you need to let go of and what you need to start to bring forward in. This is allowing for you to open up in a new way. And an opening up in that new way is bringing in that transformation that you need and allowing for you to transition to new ways of looking at things. Once you do that, you're going to find that it's absolutely fabulous. But this is a week that is really getting you to look at things in a new way. This is big time energy. It is. We're coming into well, summertime is your midpoint, right? So it's taking stock. This is why I love to do a vision board and taking time like through each quarter and doing a new vision board, because you might have started with something and you might have started something at the beginning of the year, but somehow that has changed by now. Maybe it's not feeling the same way anymore, and it's time to let it go. Capricorns don't always want to let that go. They want to continue that road. This is the way I've done it. But this transition that's coming in is saying to look at things in a new way. They don't always want to do that. It's hard for them. I mean, because they have a vision, right? It's a patriarchal system. You know, we don't want to change the way that we've always done it. But this is bringing in something new in order for us to take a better look at things, and it's going to actually give us a better way of doing things. Pisces, or Aquarius, I should say, Aquarius. So Aquarius energies, which is air. Aquarius is air. Yes, they're known as a water bearer, but the Aquariuses are movement. Aquariuses are ruled by Uranus, and their old ruler is Saturn. They're the scientific one. They're the ones that think abstractly, think outside the box. So when Aquarius is there and they have that airy feeling, but they're very emotional. There's a lot of emotion that goes on within an Aquarius. They feel intensely. They see things intensely. So when the King of Cups comes in, it's about ruling with your emotions, trusting this is my emotions. I understand this is what you're feeling, this is what you're doing, and that's very Aquarian. It's like, I get what you're doing, but I've already dealt with you, and I'm not dealing with that again. I'm moving over here. Can have a structure. Aquariuses have a structure. The age of Aquarius is bringing in a new structure when it comes to community, a new structure when it comes to allowing ourselves to get along. This week is bringing in that structure for Aquariuses, allowing for you to see things in a new way. And Gemini energy is forcing you to look at that. Sometimes Aquariuses and Geminis don't always see eye to eye, because Geminis are boom, 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 and Aquariuses are like, hang on, I need to process that. Even though maybe I feel like you're right, but I need to process it. Does that fit within my alignment? And that's what's coming forward. What is fitting in your alignment? What isn't fitting in your alignment? How is that feeling for you? And with that comes that balancer. How is that balancing my life? Is it throwing me out of balance? Or am I constantly with all these balls in the air? Emotions are coming in for you to look at that balance, to look at what it is that you need to do. And with that comes, some people aren't going to like it. You're going to be re-evaluating your world. And with this energy, Aquarius, this energy is coming in for you to re-evaluate, to re-look at it. And there are going to be people that are going to drop their swords. And it's like, yeah, I'm doing what I want to do and grounding it into my world. So there's two people around you, or maybe more, that don't like what you're going to be doing this week, that you need to start trusting your own emotions. And with that is going to bring in the understanding of what it is that you want. You're ready to step up. You're ready to step up and step out, right? And this is really looking at what you want to step up to. And there's still going to be juggling. There's still going to be things that that need to, okay, maybe I need a little bit over here and a little bit over there, but that's finiting everything. So we're just at the beginning right now with this energy of this pushing with Gemini. So Gemini is really pushing everybody. It's just getting everybody, wake up. And you're going to find it's finding that others don't want to be with you because they don't like how you're doing it. And with that comes the fifth house, which comes into working with inner self, inner child. This comes with romance, fun. The fifth house is allowing for you to look internally. It's allowing for you to see things internally into what it is that you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is that the fifth house is ruled by Leo. So you're looking at this sunshine. You're looking at what it is that you want to shine a light onto. You're looking at where it is that you want to be able to shine and use what it is that you have. Use that intelligence that you have. Because with it, you are the rulers of the astrology. You are the ones that go out to the stars to bring the information down. So this is allowing for you to start to shine that internal shine that you want and allow you to be proud of what it is that you are setting forward upon your path and trusting your emotions with it. Others may not like it, but they're going to fall away, and you're going to start seeing some people fall away this week, Aquariuses, because this is what your passion is. This is where you want to go. This is what you feel is right for you, and going from there. And with it, it is a new beginning. So we're bringing in a new beginning for the Aquarius. It's the key to unlock the door in order for you to walk through. In order for you to trust your emotion, you can't, if you don't trust yourself, you can't open the door. You won't get the right key. This is a direction for new adventures. This is a direction that awaits you, and letting go of the past. That's why people are walking away, because that's your past. They aren't in your alignment anymore. And others may not like it, but you are juggling it to make it your way. You're juggling it to find that inner child. And this is the starting of it this week as we're building up to that new moon in Gemini. But this is a week, an internal process of looking at all of that for you this week, Aquarius. There you go. Pisces. Final sign. Pisces. See, now I know why I had to start at 8 o'clock this morning. So I might have to start, if I'm doing this weekly, starting a little bit early. I need to shuffle these Pisces. So Pisces, your ruler is Neptune. You are the 12th house. This is bringing this energy forth in through you and around you. Oh, got 2 cards that have fallen. We've got 2 jumper cards, Pisces. Pisces is the connection to the divine. I always say Pisceans usually can hear their guardians, their angels whisper to them and have that insight. So we got the 2 jumper cards is nostalgia and insight. So there's a lot to do with you this week of going back and looking at the nostalgia, looking backwards at things, looking backwards at the way things were. But this is a forward movement. This energy is, because I feel like there's a lot of wishy-washiness that's happening for you this week, that you need to really go forward. Take that feather in the cap and use your wisdom in going forward. This is trusting your spiritual self. You have that spirituality. But don't get lost in the illusion of things that are no longer in your alignment, because they still might look shiny and pretty. And this movement is having you to be renewed. So there's a renewable force that's coming in for you. And with that, you might feel like that it is a judgment card. You might be feeling judged, but you're standing up. You're allowing yourself to be vulnerable in who you are. And a lot of times with the Pisces, with you, I feel like it's like, I don't want to get out there. I don't want people to be seen. I don't want to be seen too much. So you stick in the nostalgia. Nostalgia is bringing in that drug lord, that illusion of everything that used to be so wonderful and beautiful. It seemed so wonderful and beautiful, but in you moving forward is allowing a releasement in a new way of looking at things. And that could be with relationships, that could be with projects, that could be with your health, of looking at maybe a new way of doing your health and well-being. You're also one that needs to look into more of your spiritual side and trusting that spiritual, trusting that part of you to step forward in your own knowledge. And we got Pluto, transformation and rebirth. Pluto's is Scorpio. We are that transformation, bringing that transformation in, allowing for you to rebirth to something even better. And this week is having you do that so that you let go of whatever past that you think was so wonderful. And it could be a relationship that's coming in that you think was so fabulous, but you forget all the pain that went with it. You only remember the beauty that was with it. You're only remembering, oh, he brought me roses once. You don't remember the other times when there was arguments and things like that. So there's this transformation that's coming in for the Pisces that's getting you to move and getting you to take that leap forward. And taking that leap forward is allowing for you to look at and be vulnerable with you and your God. And saying, here I am, I surrender. I surrender myself this week to you, dear Divine Lord, and have you watch over and bless me in all that I do and all that I say and all that I be. And with that, you're going to find the rebirthing. And then you'll be able to celebrate. Celebrate! But you can't celebrate if you don't let go. You can't celebrate. You can't have a rebirthing if you don't let go. You got to trust your knowledge and your insight and your passion of what it is that you want to do this week in order for you to leap forward. And you're ready. You're ready. That readiness is there for you. There you guys go. I got to get going because I have to hit the road and go do my house visit. Sending you guys out so much love. If you are wanting a tarot horoscope, get a hold of me. I'm still doing June tarot horoscopes. June is going to be not a bad month. It's going to be an okay month. But it's nice to get that insight of what it is that you need to focus on, because July is going to come in and it's going to bring you some rock and roll craziness with the eclipses and everything else that is going to go on with the shenanigans of the planets. So have a blessed one, and we will talk to you all soon. May the Lord and the Lady watch over, bless each and every one of you in all that you do, in all that you say, in all that you be. Blessed be everybody, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.